Hello and welcome. For this video, we'll go over how hypnosis actually works in the brain. Hypnosis can be recognized as the theta frequency, the frequency right below dreaming and right above deep meditation. It's very subtle. We all go in and out of hypnosis 12 times per day. So we're going to go over what hypnosis is and what it is not. Because a lot of people have a misassociation with this stereotype. It's stage shows, people clucking like a chicken or barking like a dog, or even worse, in some of the Hollywood movies, they demonize it and people think it's mind control. Well, that couldn't be further than the truth. Let's clear up some of those now. So the best way to think about it is it's a meditation, guys. It's a deep meditation, and in that deep state of relaxation, the conscious mind steps aside and the subconscious mind takes over. It's actually a skill, so we want to be in hypnosis. All hypnosis is self-hypnosis, so you allow yourself to relax and go into that deep state of relaxation. It feels very good. You're never asleep, you're never unaware, you're always in a deep relaxation. The body and breathing is relaxed, but the conscious mind steps aside for a little bit. So it's actually a heightened state of awareness. But here's what people don't know. Neuroscientists have been studying hypnosis, that frequency, that brain state with EEG brain scanners for decades. And the research is clear, something very real happens when we enter that deep state of relaxation. In 2016, researchers at the University of Stanford used a fMRI brain scanner to study the brain during hypnosis. They found three major changes with the brain activity. Let me break down those three right now. First, they found a decrease in activity in the dorsal anterior cingulate cortex. That's the part of the brain that's constantly monitoring your exterior environment, the alert system. When that calms down, you're no longer in fight or flight, you're in a relaxed rest and digest state. Some people have that turned up a little too high and they're always alert and can be tiring. So when I do hypnosis with these people, they go out like a light. They love it. They have never been so relaxed. Second, there was an increased connection in the dorsolateral interior cortex and the insula. Yes, those are big words. Don't quote me on the pronunciation. All that means is the brain starts communicating with thought and body. Emotions, sensations, feeling, and imagination are all increased. It's easier to access and use that part of our brain. And third, there was a reduced connectivity between the prefrontal cortex and the posterior cingulate cortex. And this is important because this is the part of the brain that holds that sense of self. And this is why hypnosis works so well, because people step out or they get a different perspective. They see things as an observer and connect to deeper layers of themselves. What it feels like is we're connecting with our higher self. We're very relaxed, our ego lets go, and we're able to see things from a different perspective. So let's put this all together. So in hypnosis, the inner critic, the critical factor that won't believe you if you say something that you want, it says this is silly or I don't want to do that, quiets down a little bit. Your body and subconscious start to communicate directly, and your sense of self softens, so you're more open to the suggestions during the session. It's like when we repeat affirmations, we can do that, but if we do it under hypnosis, we believe that they're true, so they absorb like dry skin absorbs lotion. It really gets in there. Think about how powerful that is. That's why hypnosis is one of the #1 most effective and efficient ways to overcome addiction, fears, phobias, traumas that may have happened years ago. It literally puts the brain into the state where transformation is possible. Everyone has their normal that they're running on, these programs in our mind. And just like when you restart a phone or device, it works more optimally. Those programs quiet down. You're able to focus on what's important. During hypnosis, meditation, we're able to get that reset. And the things that are most important to you, we can make a priority, and all that other garbage, we can let go. I had a recent client who wants to be a performer, but she gets so nervous on stage. She doesn't know why. It's almost like she doesn't feel safe. So consciously, rationally, she knew nothing was going to happen. She's actually been a performer for many years. She's really good at it. But there's still something back in the shadows that are holding her back. Her body would shake, her chest would lock up, and she'd forget her lines. In our session, with the inner critic quieted down, she took me back to the root cause of what happened, which was childhood. Middle school, she was talking in front of the class, made a mistake, and everyone laughed at her. And that stayed with her. Once her subconscious processed that memory fully, her nervous system didn't need to respond or react as much anymore. We view it as an observer, don't experience anything unpleasant, but we're able to identify the root cause and release that emotion that's trapped in the body. She reports back to me her tone has shifted. She's never been more confident, and she doesn't hesitate when she's doing her performances now. This is what people misunderstand. Hypnosis isn't about losing control, it's gaining control so you can harness that energy and utilize it to your full potential. It's about entering that natural state where the brain is literally wired for healing and empowerment. And I mentioned 12 times per day. We go in and out of it before we go to sleep. We come up with all of those good ideas that we forget in the morning. We should write them down. Right in our waking state, we're in that theta frequency. Highway hypnosis, when you're driving, go on autopilot, miss your turn. It's like someone else is driving the car. You're just thinking about that thought. Movies, when we cry during a movie, we know it's not real, but we want to be there. So yes, NLP and hypnosis is used in the media and news to make us live in fear and obey. But we can use that same superpower to be the best versions of ourselves. We can combat that. Hypnosis is a powerful tool, and I hope everyone should utilize it to their best interest. We're being influenced by it, so why not use it as a superpower tool, break free from limiting beliefs, and make those changes? The sessions are client-led, not hypnotist-led. You tell the hypnotist what you want to work on, and the hypnotist sets you up with the session that would suit your best interest. If you found this video helpful, comment hypnosis below. If you want me to share more fun facts and science about hypnosis, it's a powerful tool and you can read about it, but experiencing it yourself is the best way to understand anything. After age 8, we go out of theta frequency and we go into beta and alpha more often. And so after age 8, we learn through repetition, doing something. So you can read a book on ice skating, but we're not going to learn how to skate till we do it. If you found this helpful, like and subscribe. It really helps other people find these videos. Check out some of my other YouTube videos. I have some videos on guided sessions there. Check out my app and be the change you wish to see in the world.